I know there are people in marriages that are either considering, have considered, or actively putting themselves in a position where they're talking about introducing someone else into the bedroom.
Right.
Just ethical non-monogamy, right?
Right. So I want to know. Oh, wait.
That's just what it's referred to as. I'm not stating this ethical.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk. Is there any right way to bring somebody else?
No. Don't even finish the sentence. No.
Tim, I disagree,
no.
Tim. Dan, I've been rocking with you this whole time. I've been rocking with you this whole time. But I really believe in order for us to have a successful marriage, you need to have a threesome.
Oh yeah, I already know where you're going.
The wife and the Holy Spirit.
There you go.
When you mix, you feel me?
Yeah,
when you mix,
absolutely.
listen to me. When you mix God in there, like bruh.
Hey, thought he had one. He thought he had one. Hey, yo, Jeremy, I ain't know where you was going now. I knew that was my boy. I want a marriage like his.
I need some water now.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
That man
once you mix in, because here's the thing, right? So me and my wife, like, okay, we doing our thing. You know, we having sex, and it's cool. But when I really started praying, like, man, God, I really want to know her heart. When my wife started praying, like, I really want to know her. Bro, I checked the cameras. You know, y'all been to the crib, bro. We got cameras all over the crib. Bro, I checked the cameras when it's like 5:45, 6 o'clock. I see her having her devotion. She was on her knees for like 20 minutes praying. I was like, ooh, tonight finna be fire. I'm seeing something different in my girl. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that when you infuse God in the relationship, he is going to lead you. He guided you to that spouse, and he's going to show you. Come on, y'all, stop playing. I believe in God, right? God created marriage. God created sex. He wants it to be good. That orgasm, when you bust that nut, when she comes, she squirt, people is thinking like, oh my God, that's the best feeling in the world. God made that.
It is.
The enemy has tried to pervert it.
That's right.
But God made that.
Yeah, no.
When you put God in the mix, your wife, your spouse, the orgasms are going to go through the roof because of who is in the room.
Wow. Girl, rub that Bible before you get in my bed.
So we in agreement.
Yes.
I knew as soon as he started on his threesome where it was going.
Okay.
I did
You
not.
was worried for a minute.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. And he was like, no, I disagree. I said, oh yeah, I know where he's about to go. It's dope. Okay, so now let me just give Bible for this.
Come on.
Because we are believers in Jesus. Mm-hmm. Don't get it twisted. Don't think anything coming out of my mouth don't mean that I don't love Jesus.
Right, facts.
Right? I just know how to talk like a Babylonian. I know how to talk like a Corinthian. Okay? I can speak the language of the culture. Mm-hmm. Okay? But let's not get it twisted.
Right.
We are followers of Jesus. Right? I had a dude when I was a young adult pastor come in my office with his wife to try to convince me that polygamy, having more than one wife, was okay, and that he had biblical grounds for it.
Come on, biblical ground.
Based on Old Testament
Abraham did it.
stories. Not the new. Old Testament, which I acknowledge the Old Testament. The Old Testament is the New Testament concealed. The New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. No worries. So he wants to go to the story of Jacob. And he's like, Jacob had Leah, Rachel, Zilpah, and Bilhah. So how come I can't have more than one?
Most people have no idea how to plan a date that builds connection with 100 engaging dating cards, skip the small talk, and get straight to the real conversation. Let's take the dating game to the next level. Click the link in the description and use discount code CLIPS for 10% off.
I said,
Sabrina.
Right,
Tasha,
Tanya.
Serena. That was Barbara, Tina. Shout out to D-Man. Okay, so I let him. I be letting niggas talk.
Yeah.
I don't interrupt nobody because I'm curious. I'm not defensive. I ain't got to defend nothing. I just be letting niggas talk. I let him talk, and I let him get all of that. He went to all his scriptures. And I said, okay, cool. So, do you believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God? Yes. All right, and you believe God raised him from the dead? Yes. Okay. All right, and you believe the scriptures? Yes. I'm like, so I heard yours, right? So that says that, and there's a lot that could be said about the Old Testament and what God had to put up with for his purpose and plan to ultimately get to Jesus. He had to deal with humans. In the same way, if the Old Testament started with a dude named Deontay and Compton, you're going to have to deal with a lot to get to Jesus from Deontay and Compton, right? That's just facts, okay? So I said, do you believe that the church is Jesus' bride? Yes. Do you believe Ephesians 5? That husbands should love their wives as Christ loves the church and gave himself for it. He said, yes. I said, then who is Jesus' side chick? Since you get to have more than one woman, because marriage is supposed to be a type and shadow of the way Christ loves the church. So if you telling me that the image of you and multiple wives could bear the image of Jesus, who is Jesus' other wife?
Crickets.
Is it Islam? Is it the Baha'i faith? Is it Buddhism? Is it Scientology? Is it Hare Krishnas? Who is his other woman or women?
There is none.
Silence from the peanut gallery. And the wife is sitting there with slow tears coming out of her eyes. Because what this fool, and I use that term exclusively for people that exhibit that type of behavior, what this fool completely missed is he wanted someone other than his wife so bad that he would try to change scripture to get it done. And all I'm saying is that if that's the life you want to live, don't bring my God into it.
Facts.
But I can tell you, if you might not believe in Jesus or believe in the Bible. I'll just tell you from my book, it ain't going well for any man from Genesis to Revelation to have more than one spouse. Hell, it barely goes good for men with the spouse they got.
Right. Can you even keep that spouse
I
happy?
don't know how you want to introduce another whole woman into this category when it's going to take you a lifetime to figure out the one you with now.
And you can't even make her happy.
You can't even make her
But
happy. You
wanna
going to bring
in
another
somebody
one?
else because but it's rooted in selfishness.
That's exactly
because
right.
now they like, okay, well, you not meet my needs, well, I'm gonna find somebody else. And so I get it. They like, I'm gonna bring somebody else in that can meet my needs and meet me where I'm at. But when you get to a point where you say, you know what, let me just see if I can master you. Be faithful over the few things, and God will make you rule over many. But that rule over many don't mean I'm gonna have multiple wives. Like, you're gonna be able to have many more experiences with this one wife right here. And so that's what I would say, man, to cast this like I want to have another wife. You don't want to have another wife because you just have so much love to give. I just have so much love in my heart. Nah, bro, you want something else to smash, pound, cut, you know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
going to put it on you when this one don't feel like it.
Right.
As opposed to you really chasing their heart and doing the hard work. That's what makes you a real man, to be faithful with one woman. Brother, you know how easy it would be. I live in the land. I do very well. You know how easy it would be for me to have a bunch of side chicks?
Easy.
Do you know how hard it is, though, to have one woman?
Hard.
And turn that one woman on and please her every single time? Like, that takes a different type of man. It'd be easy for me to have 4, 5, 6 different ones I can run to. But when I continue to
easy.
please over and over and over the same person year after year, that's a different energy.
Now, see, I think that's what guys are struggling, because, I mean, even as I communicate to guys, like it's the saying that rolls around in the community, the savage community. Ain't no pussy like new pussy.
Yeah,
right?
that's TK.
That's what they say, right?
Okay.
And
Right.
see, I've been there. I understand.
sure.
Because
Bro, I wrote the book.
I'm
What
gonna
you
be
talking
honest.
about? Trust me. Yeah.
I see the play in you.
Yeah,
I see
so
it.
we is not on that like, oh, they should not. No, I get it.
But see, so this is what the brothers this is what the brothers are struggling with. The brothers understand that every time they get with this new woman, there's this unique level of excitement, anticipation, and how do you somehow figure out how to have that 30, 40 years later with the same woman? How am I just as excited as when I looked at the Instagram for the first time and saw that ass?
Right.
And was like, I can't wait to get to this. So like that's what the real struggle is.
I understand, but let's slow down. Okay, I'll go back to FM DJ voice, and I'm gonna try to appeal. What did you call the community? The savage community?
The savage community.
Yeah.
Dear Savage, which one is my camera? This one?
This one.
That one.
This one. Dear Savage community. Ain't no pussy like new pussy. But the moment you have new pussy, it's no longer new. So new pussy is gonna always turn into old pussy. Which means you're gonna be on the hunt for new pussy for the rest of your life. You are lazy and you're not thinking clearly. Choose the pussy. Attached to the person that you can live exclusively with for the rest of your life. Because your logic is flawed. All new pussy turns into old pussy. So when does it end? When your money dries up? When your libido dries up? Because here's what's going to happen. You going to bone your way into irrelevancy. Because there will be a day you grow up and you wake up and new pussy don't want you no more. When you could have had, at this point, some old pussy.
And that old pussy is gold pussy. I ain't gonna lie. I just had to hit it with that one time. You already know.
Let me tell
Carry
you
on.
something. I eat my leftovers. I eat my leftovers. And they are delicious. And nutritious.
Oh, for sure.